Hello, today is June 15th, and when I first came out to the garden today, I didn't think I was going to have anything to make a video about because I haven't done anything today. It was Petunia's first birthday, so we had a little party for her. Got her a little cupcake, we all had cake, and just had a little fun with that. So tomorrow I will get back to work on the garden. But I decided to make a video because I'm actually feeling quite down about the garden today, now that I'm out here. First, when I'm walking up to the garden, there are just a million anthills. I mean, they're everywhere. The whole garden is full of anthills. Look at all these. They're big and they are everywhere. I don't know what to do about ants. I do know in the past I've used diatomaceous earth, but there's just so many here. I just don't even think so, and I don't think that's real nice, but because I don't know what kind of damage ants do. I've heard that they don't really do anything, so just leave them, but they're like everywhere. So I just really don't know what to do about that. If I should do anything about it, just let them go. And then, of course, the weeds. Look at that. That thistle is like bigger than that marigold. And it just like came up that fast. And it takes a day for them to get that big. But my plants aren't growing like that this year. They're so pretty. But that's not how. These cucumbers now have been out here for a couple weeks and they're not getting any bigger. They're just staying the same size. I mean, I'm happy that they're not dying, but they're starting to get a little light yellow now. They're hanging in there, but they're not growing. They have not grown at all. The few over here have. Like the leaves got a little bit bigger. But that's it. So these are the cucumbers, and they aren't. This one's growing a little bit, but it's not growing up. Nothing is growing up. The snap peas, they've been the same size for a couple weeks now. And they just aren't getting any bigger. Look at this one. There's like at least 3 snap peas on here, but these plants are barely growing. They've maybe grown a couple inches, but look at this. There's snap peas on them. So I don't understand why they're not growing up. I'm gonna pull this one off. Maybe if I start pulling them off, they'll start getting a little bigger. I usually cut them off, but for today, I'm just gonna pick these. Here, there's 4 of them. Okay, so they're oh, there's one more down here. But it's on the ground. The plant is literally on the ground. It's just not going up the trellis. The marigolds are doing really well, though. They're beautiful. And these beans are growing. I mean, they're getting bigger, but again, they're not really growing up much either. I don't think they've gotten much taller. They're probably barely 6 inches, and that's how tall they've been. But they're leafing out a little bit. So I don't really understand what's going on here. Here's a couple that grew. They're getting a little bit taller. And these ones that are just coming up they're coming up, but I don't know, they aren't huge, and how much taller are they gonna get? Are they gonna do like those and just stop? These here are supposed to be ones that climb up the trellis, but it's kind of hard to make them go up the trellis when they're not getting big enough to reach the trellis. Back over here. So these have been up out of the ground now for a couple weeks, and they're just stuck. And these 2 just popped up the other day, but they popped up and now they're stuck. So let's go way over here. And I got all these weeds. Like, look at this. That's growing. That has no problem growing up. The lettuce it got eaten. Something definitely ate it, but then there's some new stuff coming up, which is good. Looks like there's a couple beets in there. And then we have the onions that were doing good, but now they're being overrun by weeds. So that's kind of a mess. This needs to be weeded. And then there's these snap peas. These snap peas are actually growing, and they're growing up, and they look great, but I haven't found a single pea on them. Look at how they have like the flowers. They've been flowering for at least a week, and there are no snap peas on here. So I'm not really sure why they're growing, and they're like thick. They look nicer than the ones that grew last year. They're thicker, and they look pretty strong. Look at all those flowers, but no snap peas. So what's going on with those? And then I have the giant onions and the giant garlics. Those actually grew up. I thought garlic's supposed to be ready in July, so it looks like it might now that they're starting to turn yellow. I have no idea what's underground there. I guess I've never grown garlic before, so I'm kind of excited about this. Wait, what are these? Oh, I wonder if that's those. I don't know what that is. I don't know. I've never grown garlic before. And then I've got these onions too that they grew up, but I don't know if they're actually growing. They seem kind of wimpy, so who knows? They might just still be the same little bulbs that I planted. Never got any bigger. And then even my tomatoes today aren't making me real happy. Looks like a deer came through. Looks like a little deer came through. I'll probably come out tomorrow and everything will be eaten. But anyways, the tomatoes, the tops are looking good. They're coming in green, but then there's like spots. I don't know what those spots are. And the bottom leaves are so bad looking. This garlic is still here. That's good. It's pretty little. This one, see, like there's a dead leaf here. But these, they need some kind of towers yet, so they still gotta get their towers up. I don't know, they just don't look great. They're kind of the same thing. They're growing, but not much. Marigolds all seem to be growing really nicely. And then there's this dill. It is still green and it still looks good. So that's something I guess to look forward to. Dill. I'm going to have dill and garlic and onions and little snap peas. And then the zucchini, I don't know. It's okay. That one looks like it's struggling a little bit today, and it was doing fine. Here's some more. That one's getting a little yellowy. I don't know if they're not happy about that mulch I put down. I don't know. Just don't look great. These don't look great. These are kind of turning yellow. That one's turning yellow. This one looks like it has like some powdery mildew stuff on it already. I don't think so. I think I heard that some of these zucchinis get like that, and it's perfectly normal. So we'll have to see about that. So that's it. Nothing is looking great here. I haven't done anything else today. And I don't know. I hope tomorrow goes better. It's kind of been this cloudy, smoky, hazy all day again today. So I suppose that doesn't help any. Always makes me a little down. But yeah, maybe that's it. So I think we will wait and see tomorrow. I'm hoping to get working on the garden fairly early tomorrow and maybe get something done. I don't know if anything I can do is going to help any of this though. Tomorrow is fertilizer Friday though, so I'll probably fertilize everything and see if that maybe helps a little bit. Look at how pretty those are. Beautiful. I'm glad I put the flowers in. At least there's one happy thing in the garden here. There's some more, and look at those, beautiful. Maybe I should have done a flower garden this year. Okay, just kidding. I love my vegetables and I love the vegetable garden, and I'm gonna figure this out. So I hope your garden's going better than mine this year.